Bobby Bones Show.
How was your weekend?
It was really good. I mean, very chill, but good. I know that you had Caitlin's parents in town.
They were, yeah. They got here right after the show last week, Friday, and they were here up until late last night. It was great. I mean, it's the first time that they've been to Nashville. I've hung out with them a bunch. I mean, we went on vacation together when we went to, Branson.
Yeah.
We stayed in the same cabin. So it's great. They're fun. I never, and I was telling Caitlin this, my association with, we'll just call them in-laws, like your significant other's parents, I've never had a good feeling about it just because from what I've seen and heard all the time, from friends or from TV, because I've never really gotten to know anybody's parents that I've dated. So because it's so great with them, I'm like, is this even real? Like, do people actually really like their significant other's parents? Mostly?
I like mine.
A lot?
Yeah, a lot.
Because I was looking for them getting here, and I'm like, is this normal?
Yeah, no, I don't know that it's that normal because even some of my friends, I don't have the same, or even some family members that I know of their relationships, I don't have the same experience as they do. Like my husband's side, his sister, her family, his parents, like there's no drama and they're very easy. They're awesome.
Well, Lunchbox comes in sometimes and is like, my mother-in-law hits on me, or my mother-in-law, like a lot of that.
I mean, my mother-in-law makes everything very awkward and uncomfortable, and she tries to flirt with me and takes.
I mean, you think she does.
And then she accuses me of doing illegal activities at Thanksgiving. I mean, just weird. She makes it very uncomfortable. Let's put it that way.
Is your wife's family a little more highbrow than your family?
Highbrow by meaning
He doesn't
improper?
know what that means.
Sure.
Yes. Like at my family Thanksgiving, we talk about what you would do for $1 million. Would you make out with your mom? Would you make out with your dad? You don't have those conversations with her family. Her family is just like all nice and very
Do they have cloth napkins?
At Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big indicator of how proper and how cloth napkins are fancy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Ones you have to put in the washing machine? Yeah. I'd never seen those before until that.
Oh, okay.
Have you crossed over? Are you now a cloth napkin person?
Oh, no, for Thanksgiving, for holidays, we have cloth napkins. But I didn't know that was so fancy.
Well, when you grow up not fancy at all, you're like, dang, cloth napkins. That's crazy. Or 2 forks? Are you kidding me?
Big fork, little fork?
Just anybody that has 2 forks for a meal.
Yeah.
Like,
well, the big forks for the meal and the smaller forks for the salad.
and that you would even have So,
Okay,
yes.
okay, gotcha.
That's a lot of that.
I'm following.
But they were here. It was great
What do you call them?
Well, I don't call her dad anything. Not a name. I just say, hey, because I don't really know. So I just make sure I make eye contact and that he knows I'm speaking to him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, but it's also like I hug her mom, but it's always a little awkward because I don't shake hands anymore. Like I've eliminated that from doing it. Period.
Well, that'd be weird if you shook hands with them anyways.
But I don't hug him.
Okay.
So at the end, like when they were leaving, I was like, all right, and I just kind of backed away. You guys can go to your car now. Like I hugged her mom, and I love her mom and dad. They're both just great. But I don't really know because we're not to the hugging stage yet.
And it's like a side hug?
Always awkward.
Okay.
And I didn't want to give a dab. There's not the ground for where we are yet. I think eventually it'll be a hug, but I'm not there yet.
I would venture to say eventually you'll get to hugging.
I hugged her mom already.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you'll get to where you hugged a dad.
Well, I took him to the Grand Ole Opry on Saturday night.
You'll get to where you can say his name.
Well, it's like I don't know what to call him.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Y'all went to the Opry?
I went to the Opry Saturday night, and it's an empty Opry house, but we got cleared for me to bring them in. Because sometimes artists will bring their management, and they'll set at strategic parts of the empty building. So they all got to come in, and it's fantastic. I got to use my job as something cool for once.
Right. Did they think that was just...
I think so, yeah. Because we went to the room first where they kind of show you the history of the Opry. It's a really cool video. And then I got to tour them backstage. And then they watched John Party, Runaway June, Pam Tillis all play. And there's nobody in the room. It's pretty cool.
Did they get what you do? I don't know if they knew the show before Caitlin, because I feel like
the
some
radio
people,
show, they did not know the show.
Right.
Yes.
Like if my daughter came home and was like, I'm dating Bobby Bones, and I didn't know the show.
You're like, you're
who?
12 or you're 13.
Yeah. I'd be like, why? Who is this guy? What does he do?
Yeah.
But I mean, so do you feel like they understand and her dad like...
Maybe not the radio part so much, but that part, I'm just up there. I'm just a talking head on TV. Like I helped produce that show too, and then I'm up and I'm and I took him to meet John Party before. I guess I took him to meet everybody before, except for Pam Tillis. I don't really know Pam Tillis that well, but we saw her, and I had my mask on, and she had her mask on, and she says, "Hey, are you?" And I was like, "Are you?" And you can't really tell who's who. But she was great. She did Shake the Sugar Tree, which I was waiting for. All around me. This is Jam. Runaway June played with Natalie Stovall for the first time, who is a dear friend of mine, played in our band for a long time. And John Party just crushed it. It was just great.
That's awesome.
But you can watch the Opry again Saturday night at 8/7 Central on our Facebook page, the whole show. It's a really, really great show. I'm really proud to be a part of it there. But the parents thing was great. I would give it an A+. Played golf, went to a bunch of food, took them to the Grand Ole Opry, just hung out. It was pretty good.
Did you bring up here the studio, show them where you work?
No.
So they can get pictures in the studio?
The studio is pretty much you only come in here if you are working here. I won't let anybody tour through just because I don't want any of us to get sick. Then we'll be like Eddie and out for ever. So it was great. That's all. Anything else?
What about downtime with them? I know y'all stayed pretty busy, but is downtime cool or awkward?
It was good. I mean, I've had a bunch with them.
Because I feel like that's when
this wasn't the first experience though. Like when we were vacationing together, we were in the cabin together. You just hung out for a lot.
Okay, then that's good because I think that's when you really know. That's like the test of a relationship is if you can just be.
They're a little weirded out that I'm always nude at home.
Yeah, they'll get used to it.
They'll get used to that.
Yeah.